Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're waking up from Nigeria and we're about to go to sleep, but this is our midnight devotional. How you guys doing? How was your Monday? I hope you kicked off this week. Great. Okay, so we're going to talk about these women in the Bible that are very conniving. Everything they did, you don't want to do. We're going to tell this story to remind us again about these different people we have to deal with. I'm sure when you listen to these stories and you take your time to research about them, you will learn one or two things that you don't want to do. The reason why we're telling these stories, like I keep saying, everything that is happening, people have lived through it. So instead of us spinning the wheel and going on and on, acting like we don't know what we are doing, when there has been stories mapped out, there has been things that people have done in the past that corrections were made. We saw how God took it, saw what God did to these people, and most of them were punished. Most of these stories I'm bringing on to you is something that you want to take your time to research at your own time. Anytime you hear something or learn something, make it a point to do more research. That's going to prevent people telling you things that you're just going to believe you without really being sure. I like it when I have to hear something and make sure I research it. It shows your wisdom. It shows that you're learning progressively. It shows that you're being fair. So as much as I'm talking about these stories, I'm encouraging you to take your time to learn more about this. And when you're picking up a character, behavior, or whatever you're learning from these stories, make sure that you are emphasizing on how you can naturally, intentionally adopt some of these characters as your own. One thing that God sees is not your perfection. God doesn't want you to be perfect. I'm going to keep repeating this until you get it. I'm going to keep repeating this until you get out of the business on trying to be perfect. That is not a criteria. Perfection is not a criteria for God to love you or bless you. If people have been telling you in the past, trying to make you feel down because they want you to feel like you're not worthy, I'm here to tell you to turn that off. That noise you have been hearing, people trying to make you feel like you're nothing, that you're down. I'm a true believer that anybody, depending on whatever your criteria in life is, anybody can be used and blessed by God. But you see, the society we live in like to make us feel otherwise. People like to categorize you based on your environment, on how you grow up. And because I made it, and when I say I made it, I define all odds. And I have continuously break all the barriers. I have continuously set pace on what is possible. So I'm here to confidently tell you that it's possible for anybody to be blessed by God. You just need to be very careful because you do have something to do. You have a role to play as a human being. So it's very important that you keep yourself closed up from these walls, not to be influenced by negativity or things that doesn't work. So as I'm telling these stories, I want you to pick something out of it. If it's good, you keep it. If you're doing it and it's bad, I'm asking you to take your time. Be very intentional on how you act. It's not about what they did to you. You can give all excuses as you want. At the end of the day, it's you, it's you, it's you. It's how you act. So please, just to make my time worth it, pick one or two of these stories. Don't hear Bible and run. Don't hear Christianity and run. I know there has been so much wrong in the world that make you don't even want to hear anything. But I'm trying to tell you that when I say that you need to be unequivocally strong, have a strong confidence, have a strong trust in God. Just believe. Don't worry about what you have been told. Don't worry about what people are saying. Have a strong faith and trust God. He knows, he sees, he's way ahead of you. If you think he's not seeing it, he's seeing it. Everything they have done to you, trust me, he's seeing it. Everything people are saying to you, he's seeing it. The only thing you cannot do, you cannot allow what people have done to you, what people have said about you, to dictate how you act. You cannot allow that to influence you in a negative way. You cannot be like them. A wise person once told me, don't be like people that are treating you bad. Because at the end of the day, you have to be responsible for your acts. There is a reward, a greater reward in you staying still and not lash back. Don't pay back. Don't participate in all this gang stuff. You know, you want to gang up and hate someone that didn't do anything to you. You want to keep talking about people. You want to keep pulling people down. Don't participate in it. If you don't participate in it, you will be fine. But if you decide to participate in it, then you're going to rope yourself into nonsense that you're not part of. So I'm going to continue this story. These are the stories of wicked women that you have to learn one or two things from and see if your character is, or your behavior currently is being a little bit, or you're trying to practice a little bit of what they're doing. You're the only one that will stop yourself. Nobody will. Okay? You're the only one that will stop yourself. Nobody will. So these stories, I'm trying to bring some of them back to life again. And I'm bringing them back to life so I can be able to make it a little bit colorful for you to read and to highlight what you can learn from these stories. Some of the characters of this cast, I want you to highlight some things that you don't want to do so you can learn it from them. Okay? So what the first person I'm going to talk about, all of you know, is Eve. We all know Eve. I might not say that Eve is wicked, but Eve did something that me and you are paying for because of what she did. So it's very important for us to learn some of the things that are happening to us. So Eve is like she keep on doing stuff. She keep on coming. Too many counts of what she did. She has grown used to the constant annoyance. Keep her annoyed. Just one of many. Their favorite spot is around her eyes. You know, have you seen some women that they say the weakness for men are in the women's eyes? People tell me that all the time. It's not like I'm wicked, but that's something about somebody's eyes that attract certain things. So as women, watch your eyes. Where they gather to suck the tears away before she has time to shed. Right? Eve is a splendid creation. The most beautiful woman in the world. Her husband says, enjoying his little joke, she has big honey brown eyes, smooth skin, and thick dark hair, flowing like the river down her back. Eve has a memory, but it's not long. It screams about her now, filled with images sharp and bright and shadow deep and long. She recalls what it is like to feel every sense satisfied, every need cared for, to walk with God in the cool of the day, to know the immensity of God's love. She remembers to what she did not know at first, that there could be a place less perfect, a life less loving, a future less bright. That sin could lock at your door, waiting for a chance to beat you down and shatter you into thousands jagged pieces. Deceit, blame, want, shame, and terrible grief. All these and worse she has known. Most of us know this. That's why they keep saying, as a woman, even as a man, when you know deceit, some of us are so deceitful. We do it so smoothly, it's nature. You could ask somebody now, they're drinking water. They say, what are you doing? Are you drinking? What are you drinking? Nothing. You're drinking water. Why can't you just say things the way they are? Some people will come in faking stuff. You're deceiving the world where you know on the inside of yourself that is a mean and wicked act that you're harboring. But you're deceiving the world so they can only see what you want them to see. This is one thing that women are very good at. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk about women, but some men need to understand this. A woman can deceive you, you won't even know what your name is. A woman can make you do something. Eve is one of the first in the Bible that they talked about. If you haven't learned anything, there are so many Eve walking around. Hey, there are so many Eve walking around. These people will make a lie look so sweet and so tempting. You don't even have any chance to escape it. They will tell lie and paint it so beautiful. You will empty your pocket to help them with the lie. These people will make lie. Eves, all the Eves in the world, will make lie look like that's where you're supposed to be. They will make lie look like it's a character that you're supposed to be doing. They will make lie look like, what are you doing? Can't you just jump in and lie like them? Deceit is the order of the day. When Eve came on, God knew that we are in for something, that this world has seen women. And I'm saying characteristic because there are different versions of women. There are different versions. So I'm asking you, do you even know that sometimes people will come to you and say, what you're saying is not in line with what they know. It's like people see something and you see it differently and you say it differently. When you see that happen to you often, I'm asking you, I'm pleading with you to take your time to find out what are these people talking about. Because some of the Eves don't know they're Eves. When you're in this lie and this deceit, you don't know. Most of us don't even know it's natural. There's something they call pathological liar. When my late husband talked about pathological liar, I researched it. Go and research it. Pathological liars will just make package lie for you. You will pay to buy the lie. Pathological liars can lie. And the worst part is that they do have cheerleaders. You know how you are lying, people are cheering you on. They do have cheerleaders. So deceit is what God does not find funny. You could do everything you want. Once you are a woman, a human being that think you can deceive people. And you know the worst part, you think you get away with it. Do you see what kind of sin we are all suffering? You see the kind of suffer women are suffering. Because if they thought she got away with it. But guess what? The generations to come are suffering it. All of us. Because of all that sin. They told us that we won't have a child. We cannot have a child without pain. It's that we are going around with all do you know the kind of pain we go through to have children? Hey, do you know the person that caused it? So this is the thing that people are doing. You're over there doing all the deceit. You're causing your children coming behind you. Your generation to come, your daughters are watching you be so deceitful. You can't even tell the truth from your mouth. And the worst part is that it's a sickness. Deceit is a sickness. People that have this sickness have to intentionally, you have to want to get yourself out of it. Because it's not talked about in the Bible as a good thing. When they say deceit, blame is another one. Blame. Nothing is your fault. Nothing. Of course not. Nothing is your fault. I keep telling people, Put it back on yourself. I don't care if I spoke to you, it's you. I don't care if I slap you, your reaction is you. I don't care if I take what belongs to you, your reaction is you. Don't come and say, oh, I did this because they did this. That's the problem we have. We take matters into our own hand because we are believing, because they did this, I can do this. God doesn't like blame. You're going to have to take it. You did it. If it's an act that you committed, if it's something that you did, 1000% you are responsible. Don't look for anybody to come and say they did it. Oh, I'm not doing it, making in Nigeria. Nigeria is bad. The government did this, so I'm not making it. My parents bought me this, I can't do it. My parents did not take me to school, I can't go to school. How come you didn't pay my school fees? Then I can't go to school. Everything is somebody. Blame is not of God. It's not. And that's one of the things that Eve has it, Even after he ate the apple, when he convinced Adam to eat it too, she still finds something else to blame. Who did she blame? Oh, snake did it. Oh, somebody did it. Or do you know that you did this stuff? It's always blame. You all pay attention. Because this thing was the beginning of the Bible, that they laid this thing down for us. So who do you know that their life is like this? Who do you know that is walking around, living this deceitful life, and they're always blaming somebody? It's always somebody doing this to them. Somebody's always doing this. Just like people just like in Nigeria, all they come about is this. So things that doesn't concern them all. Sometimes does not concern them. There are people that could potentially tune off everything and focus on themselves. They're not doing it because they want to partake in all the chaos. People carry chaos and put it in their head and they're walking around. You ask them, they say it's someone that's causing it. That's the life Eve lived. That's why she made this story. She made she made this cult of all the wicked people in the Bible. Go and define wickedness. People think wickedness is when you take somebody, you're mean, you're beating them. No. There are some acts. There are some specific acts that correspond to being wicked. We're gonna define wickedness. Let's just continue because I'm gonna define. By the time I get through the end of this series, probably gonna take me about maybe 2 days to get there. We're gonna define wickedness. So now, Eve wants. You see, want, deceit, blame, and want. I want this. I want to have this. I want this. Oh, I want to buy me a phone. Buy me this. Buy me a car. Can you buy a car for yourself? That's why these days we have a problem. Women don't want to go and work and do anything. They want someone to give them. Give me, give me, give me. Most women are trapped in a relationship because of give. They don't focus on anything but what they can get. It's what they can take from somebody that doesn't belong to them. You want something that somebody has. That's the characteristic of Eve. That's something that God cannot stand it in the Bible. So how many of you are asking? I always ask people this. I ask this to my fellow women sometimes. You're walking around. Someone goes, oh, I bought this purse, $2,000. Are you kidding me? Let me tell you where to put that money. So it will grow. And you can enjoy it in the next 5, 10 years. Not today. But you see, it's all this wants that is trapping most of us. Somebody wear clothes, you want to wear it. Somebody have something, you want it. Somebody buy a car, you want it. Jealousy will grow you from wanting. That want is what Eve brought to us. It is. She's the first woman, though. She's the one that brought it. Go and read about Eve. Want is one of them. She wants to be pampered. She wants this. She's hungry. I'm doing this. Do this. And she's making Adam run like the man don't even have his senses anymore. That's why today they say women are deceiving men. Because she taught us. She taught us. If you have these characteristics, try to change it. What are you wanting that you cannot afford? Seriously, let's think about it. What are you wanting that you know you cannot afford? Why do you want it? Can you work for it? So want is another one. Shame is another one. And terrible grief. Shame. Shame. That's why I keep telling you guys, it doesn't matter what you do. Get over it. Move on. Don't go swallow yourself in shame. What are you doing? Because she's covering her face. She's covering her face acting like, oh, because she know what she did. And she's hiding in shame. Terrible grief is another one. That's why I tell people, I say, stop grieving. Stop mourning like you don't have any God. God cannot start this. Those are all what Eve is known about. Because of their sin, she and her husband Adam have been banned from paradise. Hey, see what this book calls for us. They have traded wholeness for brokenness. You are whole. You practice all this and you traded this for brokenness. That's why you see too many broken people walking around. Broken people are breaking people. Hurt people are hurting people. Nobody want to take their time to heal and take care of what's going on with them. They're going around hurting people. Their health is for forgiving. They have traded wholeness for brokenness. They traded their health for sickness. They trade calm for anxiety. They trade prosperity for want. Anytime you're wanting, want this, want, you're trading your prosperity for that. And harmony for strife. Instead of living in the brightest of God's presence, they live alone in the darkness. That's why I get scared of people that say, I don't like to do this. Why are you locking yourself up in the room? It's too beautiful outside. Why can't you go out there? Why can't you socialize? Do you understand that socialization is one of the key to prosperity and success? If you don't know how to socialize, you need to learn it. It's not an award that you want to lock yourself in the room. It's not an award that you don't go out. It's not an award that you don't mingle with people. You don't have touch with people. It's not an award. So you cannot live in the dark alone when there's brightness that God has prepared for us in his presence. But it's not completely dark. Fortunately for Eve and for Adam and all of the children who will become their descendants, God has devised a plan to draw his people back to himself, hinting at the work of his son will one day do. God speaks to the serpent and that deceived Eve and her husband. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heels. This is found in Genesis 3 verse 15. God will not let his people go. So because of the wickedness of Eve for falling for that beautiful snake that convinced her, God still will not let his people go, but we receive a portion of the punishment. Because that's when he started, God caused pain to women for childbirth. That's what brought it. And all this stuff, just learn it. See, one of the things I want to hit on, because I say on these stories, I want you to pick some things that you can be able to now see if you can start to change it a little bit. Deceit, blame, want, shame, and terrible grief. All these are worse. And that's what Eve is known for. Find anything in there. Remember I said that want, you're going to trade prosperity for wants. You're trading. That means when you keep wanting something, you're giving up being financially okay in the future. Does that make sense? If you keep wanting, I want this, I want this, I want, you're trading your prosperity. The decisions that I'm enjoying right now, I made it years ago. And that's part of the story I'm going to tell you. April is going to be storytelling, and I'm going to be shattering some things, probably almost naming names on the journey of this life that I went through. So maybe you guys can pick one or two things from it. So remember, each time you're wanting, you are trading your prosperity. And you don't want to trade your wholeness for brokenness. That's why you need to take your mind off of everything that's going around you. They're not all for you. The second person we are going to talk about is Delilah. Oh my God. You all remember her? You guys must have to remember Delilah. I'm talking about the wicked women in the Bible. These women that are so sneaky. Now, wickedness is not only when you're beating somebody or when you're doing something. Wickedness can be deceitful. It can be conniving. You know, these people that are just liars. Delilah rests in a crook of his arms, nestling against his massive chest. Delilah loves to feel the hardness of his muscles, the gifts of his arms as they enfold her. Who are they talking about? You remember him? One day, his name is Samson. Samson is away. Leaders of the Philistines approached Delilah. If it was not for him, they could do as they please, harassing and oppressing the Israelites. But Israel's unruly leader is like a traveling avalanche, a man who wreaks havoc wherever he goes. Though power has always been Delilah's favorite thing to do, they tempt her with something even more seductive: cold, hard cash. You see, women and money. Y'all know the deal. You guys know the deal. It's like she loves power. That's her favorite thing to do. But that's not enough. They want to tempt her with something that can seduce her more. Money. They want to give her cold, hard cash. Go find out what cold, hard cash means. It's not small money they're talking about here. Enough to make a girl's head spin. Hey, Jesus. Are you guys paying attention? It's like they know she likes the power. They describe Samson, you know, muscular, big, strong man. But no. She has it. But they want to tempt her a little bit more. They give her cold, hard cash, enough to make her head spin. You are beautiful, they say. Telling her what she already knows. You know, that's why sometimes I tell these people, you come back on my inbox, tell me I'm beautiful, my this. I already know that. But you know, sometimes women, we keep hearing that because men don't know. That's something that they want to tell us. She already knows she's beautiful. And Samson is under your thumb. She knows that or too. She knows he had the man wrapped around her finger. All those people telling you, you did the man juju, you have remote control, controlling him. You know that because you know you have the slickness. You're slick. You know what you can tell a man. We women, we know. Anyone that tell you they don't know that, go tell them they need to go back to school. We know. If you can lure him into telling you the secret of his great power, so that we are able to subdue him, we will make you rich. Betrayers. Oh my God. I'm sorry, my women, my fellow women, I'm sorry. It takes very little for you to sell our soul. Even. Yesterday I was talking to someone, they say, I don't have friends. It's not about having friends, so. Because you don't have to put your energy. We all need people that we can be in contact with. But we can sell our soul with very little. Now they will now go to the closest thing to this person. How many of you have people closest to? That people can buy easily. Do you know how easy it is to get you through the person that is close to you? That's what the story of Delilah is trying to teach us. They want to make her rich. So day after day, despite repeatedly failure, because they're going to keep pushing. When devil wants to, they don't give up until they get what they want. They're going to shape themselves into different ways until they get you. The project, when you are a project, the devil wants to get you, they'll get you. So they keep trying Delilah. No, day after day, they keep trying her repeatedly. They keep failing. Delilah harasses Samson, trying to squeeze the secret from him. Her accusation became a never-ending siege that finally wears him down. You all know we can wear men down. If you're a man listening, when women nag you, when we start to nag you, know that something is coming. If you don't learn anything, learn something from the fall of Samson. When the woman is nagging, find a way to leave her environment. She might not give up, but they're going to be nagging. So Delilah was nagging Samson because the only promise her she going to be rich. She'd already sold her soul. She's about to betray him. You have people that are pesting you. They're about to betray you. They go and plan with your enemies. Do you know that if somebody you know dealing with ever communicate with someone that doesn't like you, and you are stubborn enough to even understand it, you will disregard all that sign. I feel sorry for you. God is showing you sign any way he can. People that don't like you, they'll get together with someone that's supposed to like you, and you continuously dealing with that person. You're setting yourself up. What other sign do you want? What else do you want for someone to show you that you're about to be betrayed? They're about to get you. They're about to find out what your secret is, so they can disable you and disarm you. That's what happened to Samson. Samson was nagged and nagged and nagged. And Delilah, being so beautiful, knows how. You know, women, we know how to do things. You know, that's why they say if a man is going to fall, he's going to be a woman. If a man will make it to be a woman. But we know how to manipulate situations. We are very dangerous beings. I'm sorry to say this, we are. And that's why we have to be careful about each other. You have to. We are very dangerous beings. He was trying to squeeze this secret from Samson. Her accusation become never-ending siege. Can you imagine being with a woman that is never-ending argument? Every day you're arguing. There are people that like it. No razor has ever been used on my head. I have been dedicated to God from my mother's womb. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me, and I will become weak as other men. He told her, so she can leave him alone. Told somebody your secret, you thought that with you. He told her. He told her. How many of you are go over there? See people janking out with your enemy. You want to tell them your best secrets, and they will use it against you. So Samson's wicked girlfriend, now we're referring her as wicked girlfriend, not so beautiful anymore, hands him over to the enemies, who cut off his hair, gouged out his eyes, and dragged him off to prison. When news of Samson's final triumph reaches her, that God's spirit has enabled him to pull a Philistine temple down on his head and on the heads of his enemies. A tiny tear runs down her cheek. Now she wanna cry. Are you kidding me? Hey, Jesus. Did you guys see how manipulative people can be? Now you wanna cry. Quickly wiping it away, she reminds herself of what is most important, that she's no longer dependent on a man to meet her needs. She sold her soul for money. And she think, oh, now I have this money. Nobody can tell me anything and I can do something. How did you get it? How did you get the money you're enjoying right now? You think I deceive God? Every day we'll talk about people that have money, How do you get it? How long would you do that? That don't last that long. Come on now. Some will call her heartless, but she merely calls herself lucky. Think about this. You're doing something bad, and you say, God has blessed me. Hallelujah. God bless me. I'm so lucky. God bless me. But you're doing something bad. The way you're making it is not the right way. But you're the one singing hallelujah. You even go and give thanksgiving to God by betraying somebody to get what you want. Hey, Jesus. May God punish all of you. I'm serious. Can you imagine? She calling herself lucky and we thinking she's heartless. How many of you find yourself in this kind of story and situations? Thank you for the 100 stars and I love you. How many of you find yourself, you say you're so lucky, but the way you're enjoying what you're lucky about is for your heartless behavior. You manipulative, betray somebody else and stab them right in the back. And you want to run off and say, I'm lucky. Are you the Delilah of our days? Can you check yourself? Check yourself. Because this is mind-blowing. You know how many people I know? I've seen. Oh, God. God can expose some things. Do you know this with somebody that I know? And it makes me laugh. You know why? Because by the time God gets you and deal with you, because one thing about this world, you must reap what you sow. You can't run away from it too. You might enjoy it temporarily. Just like she's about to get this cash. I feel I'm so lucky. I'm getting all this money. I don't have to depend on a man to give me anything. I'm so lucky. I got money. You got money by betraying someone that loved you. Someone that cared for you. Someone that held you. Somebody that made you feel so one of the most beautiful women in the world. And you think you're lucky by betraying him. Selling him to the enemies. Giving out their secrets. There's something that happened to me last year. God really saved me. There's somebody that I was so happy I did not tell my secret. Because this person will start sharing secrets. Hi, I said, Jesus, thank you so much. Because not everybody tell everything. They can't wait to use it against you. There are people that are waiting. Me, I like to feed people some things, but you might not be feeding you my secret. That's how I work. But these people, I'm watching people right now, watching someone right now, trying everything possible, thinking they can bring me down like Samson. But they don't know that they share the wrong secrets. Hey, try it. Go and examine people around you. Mind you, they can be family members, so I'm just trying to tell you this. And I'll come and tell you guys a story next month. Just be ready. This is not, there's no limitation to this betrayal. No limitation. It could be someone you eat with every day. That's why it's betrayal. If it's not somebody that you trust and close to you, it will not be betrayal. People will betray you, sell you off and throw away the key. That's what Delilah did. And all she's thinking about is I can afford everything that I want now. I don't have to depend on a man. Because they promised her hard, cold cash that will make her rich. So she rather get rich today and sold off her soul. That's what she did. Though Delilah is remembered as a wicked seductress and Samson as one of the Israel's most unruly heroes, Jewish mothers and fathers recount the sordid tale, at least in part, to remind their children of the truth of God's word, which declares that victory comes not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit. Victory comes not by might, nor by power, but by the Spirit. So if you think you have defeated somebody, you have won. You have not gotten what you want, and you got it through betrayal and through deceit. My dear, you are nothing. You are nothing. And you're rich today because you backstab somebody. You betray somebody you sold the person to get rich. My dear, that is not richness. It's like you better be poor. You know, there are certain richness that I don't want to near. I was telling my sweetheart the other day, I'm like, there are people, if you give me 1 million, I will not take. Because it's not every money you should be touching. It's not everywhere people make money, you should engage yourself in it. Most of you today will sell somebody for any amount of money. Someone can promise you. That's why you see people kidnapping their family members, doing all kinds of stuff. And I'm going to come and answer this question that was asked of me from Wagner. Doctor, you know that the Bible is not for Africa. Yes, it is. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's made for us. Because we are too stubborn. We are all Africans. So the Bible is there truly for us if we follow the right way. Everything in this Bible is happening today. All the atrocities are happening. So yes, Bible is for everyone. You just need to make sure you're very intentional about your acts. There are too many copycats. Do me, I do you. Do me, I do you. This happened, this happened. There are too many of them going on. But you have to free yourself from it. You have to free yourself because this is a lifelong journey. You have to make sure you're free from it. So let me do one more so I can meet up. So now the next person I want to talk about is Bathsheba. You all know her? Bathsheba. Oh my God. Bathsheba feels an ache inside. An emptiness so deep she cannot feel it no matter how hard she tries. Her husband Uriah, a soldier in King David's army, is away, battling enemies to the north, and she is lonely. Danger, danger, danger. She's lonely. The humidity is so oppressive that bits of sweat form a glistening circlet on her forehead. How she longs for a fresh breeze to ease her discomfort. She has never heard of a woman bathing outside. She had to go bathe outside in a country yard. But why not? Why can't I be naked if I want? Since only the rich can afford multi-story homes, there is little danger of nosy neighbors spying her out. There is only the place to worry about. Unable to sleep, David paces the rooftop garden of his palace in Jerusalem. Of all the fighting men, he alone remains in the city. Hey, Jesus. Gazing at the country yards below, he catches his breath. His eyes fasten on a young woman who is rubbing a sponge across her body. Hey, caressing her face, her neck, and then her breast. Suddenly, Bathsheba looks up. It is only his imagination, or is she looking at him the way he has been looking at her? Summoning her to his palace, the king makes love to her. Afterward, Bathsheba returns home. As soon as she discovers her pregnancy, she sends word to David, who quickly orders Uriah home from the battle. Despite the king's effort to persuade the soldier to spend the night with his wife, Uriah refuses, thinking he's disloyal to enjoy such comfort while his fellow soldiers endures the hardship that comes with warfare. Cursing him for a fool, David sends Uriah back to the battle with a secret message to his commander. Put Uriah out in front where the fighting is fierce, he instructs. Then withdraw from him so he will be struck down and die. You see? Oh my God. After her husband's death, Bathsheba marries the king, but God punishes David by taking the child conceived from the illicit affair. As for Bathsheba, what is her role in the story? Was she, as some think, a wicked woman, bent to becoming queen, or was she raped, then widowed, then rendered childless because of David's engrossed sin? Only one person knows for sure. A scripture says, I, the Lord, searches the heart. Hey, this is where it gets good. See how you're doing all that stuff, you're hiding. You're conniving, you're hiding. You're lying, you're hiding. You're painting this picture to us. You said, oh, it's not my fault. This happened because of this. The Lord will search your heart and examine your mind. You see that mind, you cannot hide it. To reward each person according to their conduct. I love this. Let Lord search my heart too. I want God to search my heart and my mind and reward me according to my conduct. I am so strong in this belief. Let God reward me. You know how confident you can be. Pray this prayer. Say, God will reward. Let God search your heart and examine your mind and reward each person according to their conduct, according to what their deed deserves. Go, you see Jeremiah 17:10. Take it, write it. Place it somewhere. If you have a shop, you have a store, you have a business, place it in your business. You're at your job, you're at work. Write it and place it at your work. Read this every day. That's my wish for every single person that God created. Hey! And it must happen. Oh. God's word does not return void. If you believe that, you be very careful. You see that thing you think people are doing to you? Don't worry about it. You see, when they are planning and doing everything, don't worry about it. The Lord will search everybody's heart. And God will examine each of our mind. And he will reward each of us according to our conduct, according to the deed that we deserve. I dare everybody to pray this prayer. And let that thunder get ready. Let that get ready. Because what you guys don't understand, leave this judgment for God. See this Jeremiah 17 verse 10. I, the Lord. Now when God is talking, he's talking, there's no, I'm missing it. I, the Lord, will search the heart and examine the man and reward each person according to their conduct. God will not reward you according to what I did. God will not ask you, what did they do to you? God is not going to reward you because your parents did this. Because your neighbor did something. or the governor is doing something, the president did this thing, God will not reward you according to. If you like, stay and commit all the atrocities you can, God is going to reward you according to your deed. And when that reward come, it might come at your old age. It might come when you're vulnerable. It might come when you least expected. Everybody around you is feeling sorry for you. They keep asking, oh, poor woman, oh, poor this person. Poor man, this is what's happening to them. But you don't understand. We do something. Look at something that seems so innocent. You are taking somebody's thing, something that doesn't belong to you. You took it. And not only did you take it to cover up, you continuously do all that stuff you're doing. How many of you every day, you lying upon lying? You're lying. They catch you here. You take another lie to cover lie. You take lie to cover lie. You're going around, making up story, talking about something that doesn't exist. What doesn't make sense? But God sees your heart. Hey, he's going to examine your mind. And he's going to reward you accordingly. Let God do that for me. Because the reward I'm reaping is something God will examine. God must. He's looking at your heart. So you can't cover it. See, as I'm looking right now, you don't know what's in my heart. Can you see it? No. You don't even know what I'm thinking. I'm here just talking, but I don't know what my mind is. Since I've been talking, my mind has flew all over the place. I've been looking at my sweetheart. I've been looking at food. I want to go and eat cookie. I want to drink water. My mind is going everywhere, right? But let my mind muster something that is not of God. And I think I can convince God that it's not happening. Oh, I thought about it, but I didn't do it again. He put it on here. God is not going to put your mind. Go and read Jeremiah 17 verse 10. I, the Lord, searches the heart and examines the mind. Why would he search your heart and examine your mind? Well, you know that your heart might be one place, your mind is going somewhere else. Hey, God knows. He knows us more than we know ourselves. What did I keep telling you guys? He's way ahead of you. See all this show. We are making show. People see what we want to show. God sees it. That's why I tell people, I say, be careful in interjecting on the punishment of human beings. People that are suffering today, because God is not a wicked God. If somebody is not enjoying something, see right now, the story I'm going to tell beginning April, I have to hold myself to April, because that's my birth month, to tell this story. Because when I saw the goodness, I knew it wasn't what I did today. And I had to keep examining my mind before God catches me. Keep your mind away from all this stuff. People are talking things into your head. You want to participate. Stay away from it. It doesn't concern you. Why are you filtering yourself in it? Something that is not even your business. You go and carry it. God is seeing you. Stay away from where there is evil. Stay away from where there is negative animosity. Where there is fight. Where certain things are happening. You don't know what it is. You need to stay out of it. Because God is seeing your mind. He's examining your mind. All the wicked souls, God is going to catch them. If you are an Eve, find out something that Eve did. I will talk about it. If you are Delilah, go and read about Delilah and see what you're doing with your deceit. Backstabbing. Somebody will tell you their secret, you will take it. And then you hurt them. And you call yourself a big person. I got you now. Delilah. Go and read about her. If you are Bathsheba, you know you're not supposed to be seducing men. You do all kinds of stuff. And then at the end of the day, God is examining your mind. These three, and where I'm going to stop because it gets good. Go and read this Jeremiah 17. That's what I want to end with. I, the Lord, I will search your heart. And I will examine your mind. And I will reward you. Hey, according to your conduct. According to what you deserve. The deed that you deserve. Now remember, this reward is good or bad. If you're on the good path, please continue. Don't let anybody influence you. Don't let anybody. If people are fighting, that's why I keep telling you guys, people come and tell you a story, you go and carry yourself and top into the story that you don't know the ends and the art of it. And you know you're dumping yourself into it not because you are concerned. It's because of your wickedness that make you carry yourself and dump into a story that have nothing to do with you. You carry that wickedness, they walk around up and down. You know the worst part? The people you're wickeding, they are moving on. No. Your life will not even near them. But people think, you see how you think when you take what belongs to somebody, that makes you good. That could be a punishment, life imprisonment for you. So you have to be very careful what you do. Again, I, the Lord, who searches the heart and examines the mind, and is going to reward you. Be very careful. These stories, I wanted to bring them up. There was something I wrote years ago on Facebook about the Delilahs in your life, the Bathshebas in your life, and the Eves in your life, and many other women I'm going to talk about starting tomorrow. And I tried to refresh it over and over again as much as I can. That's why I wanted to talk about this, so you can begin to examine people that are around you and watch them. Because as much as God is examining and searching, you have work to do. You need to start searching people around you. Some of you, you don't recognize signs. People will be telling you who they are in front of you. You continuously trust them. Either you carry title and give them. Title of mother, sister, brother, uncle, auntie. You give them that title, even husband and wife, and you blind yourself for every sign that they're giving you. But you have to understand, before anything can be a betrayer, the person has to be inside of you. They have to know you. They have to be inside to know your secrets, so they can take it and go and share it outside, because they want to bring you down. So you that are there watching all these signs, what are you doing to protect yourself? Cut them off. Your life will be so much easy. If you see how you feel when the weight is taken off of you, try it. Cut off negativity. Cut off all the Eves, all the Delilahs in your life, all the Bathshebas, cut them off. The betrayal does not require second chance. You cannot. It's not possible. Don't do that. God said forgive, forgive. But don't forgive and be stupid. Forgiveness does not mean reset. Sometimes we forgive, we reset. We forget that that person is still the same person. We allow them to do it again and again. And you wonder, why is God allowing that to happen? Do you know there was one time in my life I was like, God, what did I do? Every time I help somebody, they would just turn around and hurt me. But they were giving me some all along. What I know today, when I see those people, I ask myself, are you kidding me? But you know what the key is? I get blessed. Because I never revenge like that. If I revenge, that is a temporary rush. That's going to be a temporary satisfaction that could cost me a lifetime of the happiness I'm enjoying right now. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm very intentional. I pay attention. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. Perfection is not what I'm talking about right here. But I'm very intentional. So as you're learning all this, I'm putting it back on you. It's you, it's you, it's you. Go back, research, and make sure you examine. As God is doing the examination for you, catching all this, God is throwing a net and catching everybody. Make sure we pay attention and cut them off so you can live your life, beautiful and sweet life, so you can live it. I'm going to stop here. We'll continue tomorrow. I pray for God to give me the wisdom and the strength to come back tomorrow. I am coming back. God, I still have a lot more of these women. I'm going to talk about 7 of them. I just talk about 3, so I have 4 more to go. So I'm going to come back tomorrow. We're going to do that. Okay? So I hope you learned something today. I hope this was good, because I want you to examine these people that we're talking about. It might be years ago. They exist. They're too fresh today. Find one. About the 3 people that I talked about, you have them in your life. Your job right now, your homework is to identify them. And then be very careful how you deal with them. I've made many mistakes, and I learned from it. Many. Plenty. I just thank God for giving me second chance over and over again. Because sometimes you keep allowing the same thing happen and happen again. God is going to say, what's wrong with you? I deliver you, go back again. I deliver you, go back again. I deliver you, go back again. So you just stay grateful for God for delivering you and making you strong. Okay? Thank you so much. When you come in, let me know where you're listening from. Muchi Wegner. No, I hope I answered your question. You asked me if the Bible is for Africans. It's for all of us. It's especially for Africans. Everything that is happening in Africa right now is in the Bible. If you all can go read it, I know how to correct it. I just spoke about some right now. It's about Samson. So all these people, you bring them in your house, you give them food, you take care of them, then they go back and betray you. So if God is not answering our prayers, it's not God though. God does not need to change, it's us. So yes, it's especially for Africans. I am one. It saved my life. Took me out of Nigeria and make me understand the impact it is. So that's what it is. Maria, where have you been, Maria Sanchez? I missed you. How are you? Thank you, Chair Basic. You made my life today. Thank you so much. Maria, thank you. Yes, I know you made it. Joy, thank you so much. Olish, my daughter, thank you. Thank you. Honey, thank you so much for the 100 stars. I appreciate you. Love you. Good morning, Oluchi. Thank you for being here. Amaka Helen, thank you so much. When you come in, let me know what you're listening for so I can say hello. I want to come back and check these messages. Tell me if you found the Eve, Delilah, or the Bathsheba in your life. If you find them, come and share the story here. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. And see you tomorrow. Bye.